Throw Gang, we are joined by the Duvet Don Dada, Lawrence Schlossman, and myself. You're telling me the sheet gives top? James Harris, welcome to the Week of Running the Boys with today's full episode only available on
www.throwingfits.com.
Coming to you live today on this week's Boys Only from room 236 in Lawrence's bed. I guess this will come out. No, this is coming out and you'll have vacated, so don't worry.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's coming out on Tuesday. We're checking out Tuesday
What
morning.
if someone listens at midnight? No.
Well, you can find Lawrence at said room in this bed sleeping.
Pull up on me.
Eyes honk chewing like a motherfucking baby because this is a very comfortable bed here at the Palihotel, Hollywood.
Sunset Boulevard, baby.
Yo, walking distance to an In-N-Out, to an IHOP, to a 7-Eleven, to a there's a Chick-fil-A just down the road.
Maybe avoid that 7-Eleven. Other than that,
I don't know. They have Gatorade.
Is that what you went to get there?
Yeah.
Did they have Zyn?
Gatorade and some anti-diarrhea medication, which we'll get into. I'm sure they had Zyn. Shout out to Palihotel for putting us up at and like just hosting us for the week.
Yeah, this is great.
We fucking rocks.
We couldn't have done it without them, dude. You need an HQ for an LA trip.
Great coffee.
Oh, dude, I've been getting it every morning. Wait, I've been charging to the room.
Like a pot?
No, a Doppio.
That's okay.
Okay, all right.
They also have the espresso machines there.
We're through all of those on day one.
We're in a king balcony overlooking the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Great people watching here. People love to just post up shirtless and work on their laptops.
It's like
here at the Palihotel.
It's crazy to me. Well, first of all, the weather has been like, I think ideal. We get like, we're actually
for New Yorkers. Yeah.
Yeah. We're getting like, it's more fall kind of here, at least in the mornings and at night than it was in New York. I think that has changed since we've left, but it's crazy to me to see people just like swimming throughout the day.
Yeah.
I'm not leering. I'm not peeping Tom. I just fucking see it from my window and I'm confused. It doesn't feel like swimming weather.
They're putting in their laps. Great valet.
Is that a lap pool?
Yeah, I think so. Well, no, you can do laps in any pool's a lap pool if you put your mind to it.
That's fair.
People are asking like, what trends are you seeing in LA? The trend here is that everyone's fucking cold. Everyone's just shivering. And it's like, yo, it's 65 degrees. Like, this is awesome. For us.
Let me relay a direct quote from you and tell me what your reaction is. This is from a Los Angelino. Nothing is as cold as 60 degrees in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You believe
it? Similar to who said it? Walt Williams? Walt Whitman said like the coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in San Francisco.
Walt Williams, if you combine Cat Williams and Whitman.
Walter White, yeah. Shout out to
with the wind
Hotel.
chill, I get it a little bit. But I would say LA people are pussy with the weather.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been nice and fucking sunny and fall weather for you. Although it did sun shower earlier. But anyway.
We brought the fucking drip, dude.
Yeah.
I will say this hotel is my favorite kind of hotel, which is definitely like, it used to be a motel and probably shitty. And now it is high end and beautiful, but they kept the original structure. It reminds me very much of some of my favorite hotels in this country from another hotel chain that I will not shout out because they've not hooked me up.
Yeah, fuck them.
Shout out to Palihotel.
Shout out Palihotel, Hollywood. All right, let's get into a fit check. Lawrence, go ahead.
Okay. I have socks with 3 S's on the dogs. The jeans are vintage Levi's 501s. These have a nice released hem on them. I believe, actually, I don't remember where I got them. Anyway, the Pleasers Hanes. The Western shirt, I'm doing double denim today. This is from Chris Smith in the Discord, has a brand that is making lifestyle kind of vintage F1 inspired, like what an F1 driver would wear off the track. And the brand is called Concours, which I had to look up is some type of racing related kind of like car competition thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the brand, made in England. Beautiful. The hat is Sorbara's, rolly on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky, chrome on the other hand, because I guess I'm wearing jewelry in bed today.
How come, I'm just curious, how come leading up to the trip, you're like, yo, I got to get a cut. I got to go to Mildred. I got to go to Rob.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I get a haircut and my hair is looking good, I proudly flaunt the cabbage and I don't wear hats. But I've noticed that you've been wearing a hat like every single day. Is that just like you're on your fucking LA shit, bro? Like,
I'm happy you asked.
Protecting your son?
I forgot a lot of stuff. One of which is I need hairspray to keep it kind of helmeted and matted.
Damn, that sucks because we're here for so long. We check bags and that you can bring whatever you want.
Totally forgot. I have like the hair regimen is not crazy complicated, but if you don't do the whole thing, I'll never feel comfortable out and about, and I'm going to be self-conscious about it the whole time. So I've just been wearing a cap, which is actually really bad because another thing I forgot is my fucking hair pills. And I know that Which I did Google how long can you go without taking finasteride, and it's like you can go weeks. It'll start falling out.
Okay.
So I've been like monitoring the breakage in the shower every morning.
Oh no.
And
what are we doing?
It feels like
by the way, great fucking showers here.
incredible.
The water pressure is insane.
Next level, dude. If that is causing the drought, I don't care.
That is honestly
Great
how
showers.
you judge a shower. How you judge a hotel: the bed, the coffee, and the shower.
You can get
That's
blasted in that bitch,
Bro,
It's fantastic.
I almost had an anal orgasm. No, I'm kidding.
But the breakage is like, I have noticed like a little bit, like I would say 10% more because it's something I'm very fucking keyed in on and self-conscious about. So I'm wearing hats, which is, of course, then it's like doubling down, not good for the hair at all. So here we are. The underwear are Supreme Hanes and I'm have some delicious tap water, which we'll talk about in the afters.
Yeah.
A lot of water talk, dude.
Fuck water pussies out here.
We came to LA and we switched up, dude.
All right. Let me go off. The shoes that I wore from my room to yours, room 224 to room 236.
Thank you.
Are Our Legacy Clove gray sneakers. Getting a lot of compliments last night from, I think Our Legacy is like just starting to kind of like penetrate the market here.
If you shop at Mohawk, you would be aware.
Yep. In kind of like a more like, less like fashiony, more kind of like, cool guy, cool girl way.
Is that people going like, yo, what are those? Is that
no? They're like, oh shit, are those Our Legacies? And I'm like, yeah. And like, oh, those are like crazy looking online, but like they look fire. The Orly jeans, but I'm not wearing Orly jeans right now. I'm wearing Anonymousism socks. I'm wearing Daytime Novella snakeskin Realtree camo pants, a Our Legacy Workshop tee, a maiden name Carter zip, big rip. It's a maiden name. Hanes boxers, Jill Sonder cuff. Vintage Versace sunglasses. I don't know why. I guess for the photo, I brought them over from Betsy Vintage and sipping on a Nalgene of LA water that I can see the fucking microbes and biobes and little shrimp guys floating around.
Delicious.
And you know what?
Dude.
That's extra protein.
Yeah, dude. Get a little.
Which I forgot not that I like would bring protein shakes here, but I'm off the protein.
Oh, have you?
My protein been lacking.
Have you been trying to like compensate with In-N-Out or anything? Like
no, but I accidentally like
get your macros in.
Style. No, I definitely realized that after 2 days here, I'd only eaten like Mexican meat and tortillas.
That's not bad though. I guess, man.
Tell that to my asshole.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess also like that's pretty greasy.
Yeah,
but it is so good, dude. The Mexican food here is better. Let's be real.
So my issue, and practicing restraint is a beautiful thing, and I got to learn how to do that with food when I hit LA because like it's like what's the grimiest, shittiest looking, like most delicious Mexican food I can get like ASAP. Thursday morning, I go and play tennis. I have a little like
whose racket are you using?
I brought my own.
Oh, but it wasn't. Oh, you packed it.
I packed it
because you have the brain dead carry on that like you could have the it's like built for the racket.
But bring a tennis racket as your carry on. It's like it's a little dickheady.
I will say though, like that's fair. I'm not disagreeing with you, but
it's like guys that bring guitars on.
But there's a giant tennis racket head sized pocket, so it's still a tennis toe. You might as well put the racket in. So
no, because like it's like oversized, and even though we get our own storage in Delta One, whatever.
That's a sick. Did Kyle come up with that, or is that a thing?
No, sorry, not that like function, but that bag is like meant for tennis. It can hold. He like broke down the specs for me. I played tennis with him earlier, but he broke them down like in something I read. It can hold like 8 cans of balls, 2 bottles of water, 3 rackets,
10 cheeseburgers.
10 cheeseburgers, 55 fries,
4 bong ribs, man.
And just like a shitload of shit. So it's become my like go-to like travel bag, I think.
Dude, a great travel tote. I think you have one of these as well, but the PJ travel tote, like a good travel tote with the fucking band with the zip top, and then the band or whatever you call the strap that can go on the luggage handle, so that you can really fucking maneuver, especially when you're injured like myself. Fucking key. Yeah. Shout out Brain Dead. Shout out Patrick Johnson Taylors.
Yeah. Wait, what were we talking about? Oh, I was like, after tennis, I saw a TikTok that was like, LA's sickest chilaquiles. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to Don Chilaquiles.
Okay. Oh, he's the Don of that shit.
It's 3 tents set up downtown.
Okay.
You can judge a hotel by the water pressure in the shower, the coffee, and the bed. You can judge a fire, taco truck, taco tent, or just Mexican food, whatever, like casual food establishment, maybe like gray area, gray economy, by whether or not there's a person smoking something out of a soda can.
Gotcha. That
is like so caked in dirt that it's just like an unnatural looking patina.
They may or may not have their cheeks out, a la Mike Tyson.
All of the guy that was next to El Russo.
That's what I was referencing.
You saw his yeeks out?
How could I miss him, dude? It almost felt that he was deliberately mooning us.
Yeah,
like it was like an act of aggression.
He knew we wanted carnitas.
Yeah.
But Don Chilaquiles,
oh, nothing to get your appetite up like two hairy, cracked out cheeks, dude. He was yeeked. That dude was a psycho. I mean, get off drugs,
like,
kids.
Where's he sitting?
Yeah, you were like, I need to avoid his stool. I think you said that. We're allowed to order this week. Sorry, guys. Anyway,
but no,
I will not be putting my tacos down where this guy has been within a fucking 5-foot radius of.
No, I didn't want to sit with my white pants. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I didn't want to get.
You could get a skid mark transfer.
I didn't want to get cheek particles on my tacos either.
Yeek particles are what's in the fucking tap water here, dude.
Cheek farticles. Are you kidding me?
Woo! There he is.
What are we talking about?
Chilaquiles, Don Chilaquiles.
Oh, Don Chilaquiles, fucking gas. Although fucked me up. Like literally, it's like a huge clamshell. I got. They didn't have salsa verde, so I got half salsa rojas, half mole, al pastor, 2 sunny side up eggs, mad cilantro and onion that I put on the side. I was eating on my balcony and I was like people at the pool can like kind of see your balcony here. Okay. It's kind of like a communal, like old school motel style. Okay. Like you can kind of like, it's like, you can like keep an eye on, or you like watch the village square.
Yeah. What's going on at the Palazzo?
Hey, are those two fuckers podcasting? What the fuck?
Should we close the blinds?
No.
It's pretty embarrassing.
No,
You're just content creators in LA, man.
You can't see through. And I'm just like horsing down the fucking chilaquiles on my balcony. And
wait, chilaquiles or agua chile?
Chilaquiles.
I thought chilaquiles is nacho soup.
No, it's like kind of like breakfast nachos.
Yeah, breakfast nacho soup. Okay, all right.
It's not that soupy. It's saucy.
You don't eat with your hands though.
I do.
Okay, all right.
Well, no, actually, I was using
savage.
I was using 2 forks.
You were shuffling.
Yeah, I was so hungry.
All right.
Because we got in late Thursday or late Wednesday and I hadn't like really eaten dinner.
The airplane food did fuck me up. Maybe we could talk about what we each got, but that fucking killed me, dude. I was just so hungry. I've been good since. I'm actually surprised how regular I've been.
Dude. The chilaquiles, like literally as I'm eating, I'm like, it's like starting to happen.
Oh no. The reaction was that fast?
Yeah. My body's a machine that turns brown liquids into other brown liquids.
Yeah, right.
And like, I mean, this is disgusting, but like I'm literally moving from the balcony to the bathroom, like while getting a few last bites in, because I'm like, this is it.
Oh, that is disgusting.
This is it. This is it.
Damn, dude, eating on the go.
Dropped him in the trash can. Had a meeting with the governor. Had several meetings with several governors.
Our whole housekeeping came at some point to clean that. You just
it was trash. I like bagged it up and put it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah. But my Thursday tennis was actually like pretty gnarly. So I linked up with this guy that my brother put me in touch with, and we went to like some courts here in Hollywood.
A blind tennis date.
Yeah. And he was the man, very LA in that he didn't, very LA type of guy, in that he didn't like, wasn't really focused on like form or technique. He's like, yo, bro, like your mindset, man.
Okay,
like,
yeah. It's a mental game.
Like I was destroying him, and then I ended up losing. I blew it. I was like, fucking meltdown. And he goes, bro, don't say the M word.
The M slur out here, dude.
And he's like, meltdown? Come on, man. Like, get that out of here.
Wow.
What body language? You gotta pick it up. Like your body language is so negative, bro. Like you're gonna tighten up. You're gonna hit the ball long. And I'm like, all right.
He's not wrong. That's a good opponent where it's like, yo, listen, I know we're like in opposition, but a rising tide lifts all ships. Let's just have fun.
Yeah.
Let's not say the M word.
There were some housing challenged fellas off to the side, definitely like starting the party early. This is about 11 a.m. or whatever, and they were starting to get rowdy and like screaming at him.
Really?
Yeah.
Like as a gallery.
I think so. Because like it was pretty quiet, and they were just like, "Shut the fuck up before I fucking kill you."
Okay, so they were pretty angry.
And then as we're leaving, I'm like on my phone, just like seeing what like missed text and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like walking my car, and I'm like aware of like kind of avoiding like that area, and kind of like taking a bit of a long route to my car. Shout out Cadillac, by the way, for hooking up with the fucking
Hey Shauna, thank you.
The big body Esco.
Oh, dude, just like the best, most impractical car. It's incredible for LA.
It's not bad.
Sorry, you're right. It's very practical.
The thing that makes it impractical, or driving impractical in LA is the other drivers, which we'll get to.
Oh yeah. When we actually, it's funny you say that because like we got picked up by an Uber the other night and it wasn't Escalade. And you're like, yeah, I can finally get the Larry experience, which is to be driven around in absolute total luxury, the lap of luxury.
You should start
to a T.
when we're driving.
Go in the back.
You should start going in the back because there's TVs on the headrest that have Hulu, YouTube, Netflix.
So I'm just gonna watch a movie while you drive me to Flog Gnaw.
Sounds about right.
No, dude, that'd be rude. I want to say shoddy.
Yo, so the guy, the tennis instructor, like screeches up. He's like, "Get in!" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yo, it's going down over there."
Oh no!
I saw them roll up on another tennis player. They're getting loco, and I'm like, what the fuck?"
They
like,
went onto the court and were assaulting players.
I don't know. So I got in the car, and he's like, "Where's your car?" And I'm like, "It's right there." He's like, "Oh, okay.
Good luck.
Just get out and drive away." And I'm like, "Yep." Off to Don Chilaquiles.
Oh my God, dude. Shout out to Don though. So would you ever go back knowing that you got crazy mud butt?
Yeah.
It was that good? I mean, that's the ultimate seal of approval.
I would eat it on the spot. I wouldn't drive it 20 minutes back to the hotel.
Oh,
I think, like,
for sure.
Yeah, it was a little like Chilaquiles. It's like freshly fried tortilla chips, but they got a little soggy. But it's fucking gas.
That's awesome, dude. We had El Russo, and that actually, it's funny when you talk about like
you love El Russo.
I do love El Russo. I will say that the issue for me is that like getting that as lunch before doing a podcast is a slippery slope. Because when we walked up, you're like, what do we do? 2 or 3? And I'm like, oh, we're getting 3. And we just got 3 tacos. You need to get 2 of those. If you're about the pod.
If you don't want to get slumped. But
yeah.
But we didn't get slumped though. We podcasted with Alex Two-Tone from Born and Raised.
Dude. Fantastic pod.
Great conversation. Got deep at times. Got obviously dealing with like the death of Sponto, with sobriety and rock bottom, and moving the brand forward after kind of losing his partner in crime, not literally
streetwear crime. And also owning streetwear. So I'm writing the description today, and I was like, oh my God, like. This was it was, I don't want to say all over the place. It was long ranging or wide ranging and hard hitting is what I want to say. That's what it was. It was really fucking good. I'm excited for
breadth
to hear that.
And depth.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Shout out Alex. It was cool to, I've never been to that office. I don't know if you had, but
I haven't. He invited me. Because we were texting and he's like, yo, pull up to the crib. We talked about cold plunging and how small your pee-pee gets.
He has a sauna, a cold plunge, a garden.
He sent me a photo of his backyard. It looked fucking sick. I was like, bro, if I had time, I would come and like cold plunge in fits.
Or not to be a dick, but like, could we have potted there since he came to the office? So it's like,
nah, because he was like, I think he did it at the PTA set, like intentionally.
Right, which is cool, but that's right. He recreated his old crib.
Also, Lawrence, as someone that's never hosted a podcast in your home, like that is not like a thing you want to do.
If it was a thing where everyone's outdoors, maybe it would be if I had that space.
All right, let's go podcast in your balcony next time.
No, there's not enough room. That would just how it's set up. Or whatever.
We're podcasting in your bed. Like it's the same shit.
This is as intimate as it gets, dude.
Wait, sorry. Let me pull up my notes. Okay, what else happened Thursday? Oh, fuck. I mean, one of the big events that kicked off our week here was our party with and at Mohawk General Store celebrating their 17-year anniversary.
Right. If you're a new listener of the show, that might seem like a very random anniversary to celebrate, but just know that we've been locked in since 14.
Yeah, we did 14, 15, and 17.
Right. Yeah, which honestly, if you're going to miss one of those, miss 16.
No, that's Sweet 16.
So then we 14 is quinceañera.
No, that's 15.
15 is quinceañera. So we should okay. Either way,
16 is Sweet 16 and 17 is barely legal.
It has become
in most states.
I think one of the kind of tentpole marquee events that we do. I think it's such a good time every year, dude.
I think people look forward to it. They love it. The most comments I get every single time are, "Yo, this feels like a New York party." In that everyone's just kind of like, you're running into everyone, you're catching up with homies, you're meeting new homies. You're linking and building.
You're on the street.
You're literally on the street.
Drinking a beer,
eating
a delicious Orion beer.
Delicious Orion beer. Shout out Orion for providing the refreshments.
Shout out Jeff.
And shout out Jeff, obviously.
Thank you, Jeff.
But I think that helping to spread the Orion gospel feels really good.
I honestly that's what I was born to do.
Because it's like, people either have had Orion and like, oh, fuck yes, I love Orion. Mm-hmm. Shout out Orion and you guys for providing it. For the event, or people have never had it, and they're like, "What is this incredible beer with incredible graphic design and using the best ingredients, where you don't even feel like bloated or even that hungover the next day?" That's anecdotal, not scientific.
No, but I agree. And then just like handing that can to a Orion Virgin and just being like, "Welcome, brother. It's
Welcome to the Orion Dome.
Oh my God, dude. What a fucking treat to get to be able to like, man, we're lucky, dude.
And like
what a job.
Yeah. So good. What was I going to say? Friendo burgers. You're drinking a delicious Orion.
Yep.
And you're using that to wash down the Friendo burger, which is a brand new smash burger here in LA. I think they're going to be doing a bunch of pop-ups at Mohawk. So if you weren't able to make it there Thursday or whatever, if you want a fucking delicious smash burger, check out Mohawk on the weekends. Do some shopping, learn about some brands.
Chop it up with a great staff, learn some stuff.
Go to the women's store, pick something up for, the lucky lady in your life.
Get some home goods.
The home goods are great.
Get some fucking skin.
But Friendo burgers, my goodness.
Okay. I know that this ep is going to feel like a lot of like shout outs and stuff because like we're just excited to see an interface with people that we haven't seen for like 2 years because last year we didn't come to LA, right? If I'm correct.
Not for
work.
TF.
Sorry. Yeah. That's why.
I was here for like pleasure, I think.
Yeah. Sure. Of course. Well, do you go anywhere not for pleasure? James going to get it.
133 Norfolk Street.
It might be sober November, but ain't no nut November. I'll tell you that, brother. No. So Friendo. All right. Real talk. That is the best smash burger I've ever had in my life. And I know we have friends who do smash burgers that are fantastic in New York and other places. This is mine. If I literally was going to rank them, it is the number one, the best I ever had. I was legit blown away. And shout out to, what's his name? Farhad. And what was his boy?
Will.
Farhad and Will. I was about to leave with you without having a Friendo burger.
Oh, damn. I'd had two at that point.
And he stopped me and was like, before you leave, let me make you one of these last ones. And I am so happy that he, extended a hospitality because I don't know. It's got to be the seasoning, dude.
I think I was getting some curry and some kind of like warming spices in there.
Crazy.
It's oniony, it's mustardy, it's cheesy, it's super, super thin, extra crispy.
Great pickles.
Great pickles, but it's the seasoning. I definitely got curry. I don't know if I got cinnamon, but I personally have become a fan of cinnamon and ground beef.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it was just like, and not to like assume because his name is Farhad, but maybe there's some, kind of like
I have to assume that's what it is, right? Like this guy, wherever he is from, because I don't know.
He's from Los Feliz.
Wherever his grandparents are from.
Okay.
Echo Park. No, I don't know. Like, but it's just it tasted like no smash burger or burger I've ever had before in like the best possible way, but it's still a burger, right? Like it just all worked together. It was crazy.
I think Farhad is Persian. But there are a lot of Persians in LA.
It's ground zero, dude.
Well, it's ground one. Because Iran's ground zero.
Right. So
but
in America.
Yeah. Well, ground zero is ground zero.
Right.
But
never forget. There can only be one.
Those are the Saudis. Yo,
he ain't lie.
Oh, they're also they're popping up at Mohawk, but they're also I think opening up a spot in Yucca Valley. Yucca Valley.
On Instagram, it's just Friendo Burger. Just check them out. I'm sure they're gonna put, and that's like, yo, dude, I'm telling you, you know how like out here people like El Russo, your favorite food truck, you follow them so that you know where they're popping up.
Yeah.
Right? Because they just drop it on stories. Follow Friendo Burger. I'm sure they're gonna be employing the same kind of like, drop a pin type mentality. I think it's can't miss, dude. Straight up.
Yeah.
I'm being real, guys. That was fucking mind blowing. And I go to you, I'm like, yo, can I like, because I literally got it. It was like, it was handed off and we're walking in the car. I'm like, yo, do you mind if I like eat this in the car? You're like, yeah, could you like eat it on the way?
Yeah.
And I just crushed it. And yes, I probably should have let it cool down a little bit because it was right off the fucking flat top. But I literally bodied that double patty in maybe 10 seconds.
I was like single or double. I was like single because I always kind of get single because sometimes with double patties, I feel like it just gets way too beefy and way too like greasy.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, trust me, do double.
Yeah.
He's like, they're super thin. Double's the way to go. And I'm fucking glad I did it. And it was like perfectly proportioned.
Yeah.
With the pickles, the bread, the sauce, the seasoning, the cheese. Fucking delicious. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Yeah, god damn, dude. I mean, like, I'll probably like apologize to all the In-N-Out stands later in this episode, but like nothing can compare to that Friendo burger. Holy shit, guys.
Shout out everyone that came to Mohawk.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
I think at final count, it was 1,416 daps. Shout out Will for handing me a green juice.
Dude. Did he? Yeah, okay, go.
Well, he gave me a green juice. I was like, oh, thanks, bro. And I was like, drinking it. And I was like, this is really good. Is this like your brand or something? You're trying to like just market this, like by giving it to me and maybe to Lawrence. He was like, No, I got this from 7-Eleven. I'm like, this is fucking delicious.
Shout out Will, aka Sir Steezy. I don't know what his current Instagram handle is. He's a great vintage dealer. I know he does a bunch of the fucking fleas out here, but
makes cookies as well.
But what he told me was he was like, yeah, I had this planned as like it's a physical comedy prop. He's doing prop comedy as like
with
a
the green
joke.
juice?
Yeah, as like a joke. But I guess he didn't know.
I
that,
drank your prop.
Yeah, but I guess like for me, I'm like, yeah, because I'm going fucking Orion mode. But for you, it's like honestly, it's like, yeah, thanks, man. I could use a green juice. You know, I'm healthy month.
I mean, it was just really good.
You drank the green juice.
I drank it up.
Well, then I'm happy that I fucking didn't take. I don't know if he approached me or you first, but I was like, "That's cool, dude. Great joke. Appreciate that."
Shout out to Leo as well. I was talking to Will and Leo was like, "Yo, bro, like I learned about CP Company through the collaboration. I bought this jacket, and I took a video of that, sent it to Enrico, the CMO of CP Company, who's like, yo, like he was like, any sales we do in the US is probably because of you guys. So thank you, Leo, for giving me an opportunity to flex nuts.
Little feather in our cap.
The capo.
Yeah.
I mean, just endless conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thank you everyone for coming. I hope you had as much fun as we did. It was just, the block was hot.
The block was super hot.
The block was packed.
That might have been, it felt like the biggest one yet. I mean, this is all anecdotal, like obviously recency bias, but like, damn, dude, what a fucking time. Dude.
I mean, one of the best parts was someone's like, is this part of LA Fashion Week? And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I was like, Kevin, are you doing anything for LA Fashion Week? He's like, what the fuck is LA Fashion Week?
Literally, like that's the best thing because then you can pass that. So the way LA Fashion Week works here, from my experience, is somebody goes to you, did you know it's LA Fashion Week? And you go, what the fuck is LA Fashion Week? Then you pass that on like a transmitted disease by going to someone, hey man, did you know it's New York Fashion Week? And they go, LA Fashion Week. And they go, what the fuck is LA Fashion Week? And it just literally continues like a fucking plague, which is basically probably what LA Fashion Week is.
I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to, didn't ask for permission to like express their views.
Okay.
But this guy who's in New York and attends fashion shows in New York, Paris, Milan, Tokyo, is in the shit with capital F fashion. He was like, yeah, I like went to some shows to like support some friends. And he's like, what? He was like, it was fucking sad. Like,
who shows?
Well, a bunch of New York brands apparently came out.
What?
Like New York brands that like you and I have never heard of.
Oh, okay.
Because they're like, super niche downtown queer cool guy.
Oh, that's cool though.
But like,
if I got paid,
maybe in New York, they'd be like, oh, did you hear that? Like blah 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 did that show in like the sewer or whatever. And then here it's like, yo, did you hear that? Da 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 did that show at the W Hotel.
Yeah, and
the music was really soft, and no one knew what to do, and like no one. It just sounded horrendous.
I don't want to shit on Los Angeles, and if anything, I feel like I owe a lot of apologies, and we'll get to that maybe at the end. But like, I feel like LA people, because like it's not like a fashion town, it's a production town, right? This is a maker's town. So when it comes to like media, press, influencers, like, yeah, it's like act like you've been here before, but if you've never been there before, you don't know how to act. To your point, it's like, what do we do?
I think they just froze up.
Yeah, LA Fashion Week. Congrats, guys.
I know.
You're blowing up. That's good. Fantastic.
Yeah. And then it was also, so the other thing that I heard besides like, it feels like New York parties that people are like, yo, like events in LA don't happen because people don't want to leave their homes.
Right.
And people don't want to travel and they don't want to drive and they don't want to figure out the logistics. And it's a town of bailers. Like people just bail on plans.
A town. It's a ghost town. Yeah. It's a town of ghosters. I empathize though with that because think about like now that it's daylight savings time, which I learned they have out here as well. Yes. Imagine you're in New York and you have something to go to at like, when did our party start? 7 p.m., 6:30, whatever. And it's dark. It's one thing to be like, all right, let me just like walk down the block to the train and like hit the streets. I'll get some energy. I'll get some juice. But here it's like, I got to walk to my garage, get in my car, drive, sit in traffic to go somewhere. I can see why they're bailing, bro. I would never leave my house at all during this time of year.
The other great piece of anecdotal juicy tea, decaf that we got was, we threw the best party of the night on Thursday night in LA. There was another party happening. What was it?
I don't know. What are you talking about? Menswear's biggest night?
Menswear's biggest night. Menswear's biggest rodeo. GQ Man of the Year. Party was happening at Chateau Marmont. A lot of cowboy hats, a lot of frilly shit. And okay, I'm not going to lie. This felt good to hear. And you can weigh in on this or not.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe you're trying to get a job.
I'm trying to think about for the 8th time.
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
There were a few friends of ours that some of them live here. Some of them were here for the GQ Man of the Year party
Mhm.
that came to ours. I think after they like put in like their FaceTime and like their required dap ups and all that, and they came to ours and they're like, "Wow, thank God we're at an actual fun thing versus like having to be there." And I don't know if they were like on hallucinogens or not, like kind of vibing out and the type of hallucinogens you don't want to like experience harsh vibes with.
Yeah,
which I don't think, maybe one of them, but not all of them. They were like, yeah, we were standing around and it was just like, why? This is so fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I heard similar stuff from other people here's my thing, dude. Can I be constructive to all of our friends at Gentlemen's Quarterly? I think the theme was a miss. And I get that it's like, very topical and very like with like Pharrell, obviously being one of the designer of the year and him having done a Western themed collection that is maybe being celebrated because of how the timing, that stuff is what's in stores now, presumably.
Feels a bit Trump coded.
Oh,
feels a bit, it's the GQ theme.
All right,
feels a bit like a little late with like, the pop culture's pivot to country. Beyonce, Posty, fucking Jelly Roll.
It's definitely at the end.
Yes. If not, someone may call it the nail in the coffin. I'll say this. I think that when these guys pull up, they're like, oh, wow, like a party. I get to like drink a beer and eat a burger and talk to people and hang out and like bounce around and like talk shit, gossip, like see people I haven't seen in a while versus something that is at this point, for all intents and purposes, just produced to be consumed by other people through Instagram.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why
where it's like it. Yeah. The optics are one thing. The way that what you see, the message is the medium. We're going to create something that is like adaptable and lives on IG and on social media channels versus like an actual function.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So they're not like the GQ Man of the Year party is like a environment and a system that's built just to be like filmed and distributed via Instagram.
Maybe
our shit was like no one was fucking. I mean, all you can do is like take a photo like this of like the crowd, and then it's like dark out because people are just hanging out.
Yeah, I think it's a little apples and oranges, but also I wonder if maybe to the credit of all the homies over there, maybe it was like better at the actual party, whereas like the awards show or the red carpet, that if that's the only thing that you kind of like were there for, I can see how that could be a bit of like a why the fuck am I here? This is
this is why the Mohawk,
get some free beers somewhere else.
This is why the Mohawk party with Throwing Fits is so great, because we keep it fucking simple. There's got to be free beer, shout out Orion. There's got to be a food component, shout out Friendo, and there's got to be the motherfucking homies, shout out everyone that pulled up. That's right. It. That is it. That's all you need.
It's really
beer,
simple.
Burger, homies.
Keep it simple, stupid.
BBH.
Yeah, do the KISS method for any type of party. Yeah, I mean, I think that like, we're that party which like spills out onto the street and is a very like loose, relaxed kind of like block party vibe. I think that's like conducive than being like stuck in even if it's the chateau, you're in like a conference event space, like
the parking lot.
Yeah, or whatever. Like I guess that's kind of like a parking lot is kind of just an enclosed street to some degree.
Sure.
Why don't we park in a driveway and drive in a parkway, right? No one's ever said that before. No, I mean, listen, I heard that a few times. All
right.
Thank you for mentioning it.
Sorry that I'm insulting your fucking fashion Bible. I can feel you getting upset and uncomfortable.
I'm not a subscriber, dude.
Let me tell you something. Let me educate you on something, Lawrence, because you don't know how to drive. Driving here it's a lot of fun in the Escalade. I'm not gonna lie. And you know what? It's a lot of fun because I'm driving like a New Yorker
in a tank.
I'm driving like New York, and being in the tank, I can like push people around.
Yeah.
I can like.
So you're aggressive.
I can like maneuver. Well, okay. LA, why do you drive the speed limit? Like,
why do you follow the rules?
If it says 35, you motherfuckers drive 33 to 36.
No, you.
Why are you not pushing 50?
Yeah.
And like, I don't think it's like LA, man. Like, what's the rush? It's like, what the fuck is going on? The biggest pussy move, which is really confounding to me, is when there's an ambulance coming down the other side of the street. If there's an ambulance coming like towards me
on a two-way thing.
On a two-way street, I get moving out of the way if the ambulance is behind you.
Yeah,
like, yes,
of course. You have to. That's the law.
On the other side of the street, the ambulance is coming towards you. The entire our street, both lanes, everyone pulls over and stops.
Is the law here different?
Fuck the law. It's just that's redacted.
Yeah.
And not even like when the ambulance is coming, like as soon as they hear it, they pull over. So I'm not used to something. What the fuck is going? Like, why am everyone's like boxing me into like a parking space?
Yeah,
It's wild pussy.
These
It's
motherfuckers
crazy.
are addicted to traffic. They're literally just like, you know what? Here's an excuse to get all jammed up, even though we don't have to, right? It's like, what are you guys doing? I have not experienced that. I mean, obviously, you're the driver of the two of us. That is well.
Yeah, you're on your phone. You're not seeing. Well,
no,
you're not seeing it.
I wasn't in the car with you when the ambulance thing happened, was I?
It's happened a few times to me. I mean, you definitely don't know about like the speed limit because like you're not privy to information on the dashboard. But it's like, I'm like, yo, why are like we're on a freeway, motherfuckers? There's 8 lanes.
Did you see that?
Let's go.
Did you see that? Like, I think it was like an auto zone, like that electrical fire. That was
I saw you posted. I saw some other people posted photos of it.
So that was crazy, and that was like that's a lot of people pulling over because fire trucks are coming from every fucking direction because like that shit was out of control. That I understand. That's an emergency, and not that like an ambulance getting to its destination is not important, but on the other side of the road, that's fucking crazy. Did you fucking abide, or you were just like fuck this?
Well, I have to because like if I'm on the I don't know. I would feel maybe I like kind of was like a little late, so I like definitely like got some open road and then pulled over and like cut ahead of the people in front of me.
Nice,
but like, yo, LA drivers are soft.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing,
Driving
bro.
the speed limit is wild.
Have you been like inundated with fucking traffic as you've been kind of like going to play tennis and shit? Like, if you experienced a lot of that rush hour shit in the morning?
A little bit. Friday because I was driving kind of during rush hour to go watch or to get dinner and then end up watching the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight, which we're going to talk about right now actually. But it's just like moving slow. That's it. It just gives me the opportunity to like remember how what songs fucking bang in the car. Right, for sure. You've actually when I've Dirty Projector, Stillness to the Move. Woo!
Yeah, we've been hitting some good fucking indie rock, at least when I've been with you. Shout out fucking Spotify for the algo and the playlist.
Shout out TV on the radio.
But
the yes.
Well, because I was gonna say that I haven't really felt like there's been any crazy traffic.
We haven't been in like prime rush hour.
But I will say that like when we're going to Silver Lake for the party versus coming back and the trip is half as long, then I'm like, oh, even if you don't think you're in traffic, you kind of were in traffic.
Yeah.
Which is something that I've
also it's like driving it's like driving at 6 p.m. 5:30 p.m. versus 9 p.m.
Yeah, but I guess I always expect there to be people on the road at all hours because like that's just how you get around here, right? There's no walking. So I don't know.
Yeah, but once people are home, they stay home.
That's true.
Unless there's a Throwing Fits Mohawk party. But that wrapped up party of the fucking week, party of the night. Again, shout out to everyone that contributed or just pulled up. And then we had a bit of it. Well, we potted with Tito on Friday.
Yeah. And
then we kind of parted ways. It's the freaking weekend, even though we worked on Saturday, we worked on Sunday. We're working tomorrow, Monday. We're flying Tuesday. Mm-hmm. We're working Wednesday. Yeah. And then I'm going on a little vacation. But Friday night, fight night, baby.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you get into?
Okay. So speaking of white people culture, I went to the Grove with Mikey and Tim.
Mikey the Hitman?
Mikey the Hitman and Twin Coleman.
Timmy the Pyrex?
And they were, and it's, I guess, like, I don't know about you and how you feel about like people putting up Christmas decorations before Thanksgiving.
I don't give a shit.
I don't really care either. But the Grove, which I have obviously been aware of, but I've never gone to, they were like, it's the holidays. Maybe the tree is up. We'll take a picture with Santa. Let's just go have a fucking little evening. And the main purpose of that trip, this is earlier than the fight, was I thought they were kidding, but they're like, oh, let's go eat at the Brandy Melville Cafe. They have amazing sandwiches. And I was like, okay, sure. I know there's other options in the Grove to eat, like, I don't know, Cheesecake Factory. Anything in my mind seemed to be like a better move than the Brandy Melville Cafe. They were not kidding. And we ate there. And I will say that it was one of the best sandwiches I ever had.
Really?
I think
what was it? What'd you get?
It's basically all Italian sandwiches, pizzas, and then like some rotating specials if you want some like fucking, I don't know, if you want a chicken sandwich or a burger or something American. And I don't know if they have these. Well, I've never been in a Brandy Melville, obviously, but like, well, now I'm on a watch list, so I guess now it doesn't matter. I might as well fucking.
Did you go through the store and like?
No, it's completely next door. Basically, the way that I perceive this is that.
Were there any other parties of 3 straight men?
No, 30 or above. No, I don't think so. I mean, listen, dude, I get the bit, I get the irony. With that said, like, sandwiches are really fucking good.
You got any dirty looks?
No,
like
our server was having fun with us. Who was a young woman, definitely over 18, but I don't know why I celebrated
her quinceanera. Yeah,
I don't know why I feel like I just fucking made myself look even more. The lady doth protest too much.
Jesus,
the pederast doth protest too much. So she thought it was funny that we're like it's 3 dudes sitting down ordering food at the Brandy Melville Cafe. It's clear to me that this is like a genius move because if you were a mom and you're at the Grove and your daughter's dragging you through Brandy Melville so you can buy her 100 t-shirts all priced at fucking $12.99 and you're getting hangry, maybe the kid's getting hangry, you just go right next door and you have a delicious fucking meal. And I forget.
It's the Brandy Melville universe.
And I don't think this
it's
is
like the Polo Bar of Brandy Melville.
It really is. It is the Brandy Bar, dude. I think it's called the Brandy Melville Cafe. I think is the official name.
BMC.
So I don't know if I'm like.
Do they have alcohol?
No. There's sodas and things like that. But
you get a soda?
I got
you get a float?
I got a Diet Coke. What did I get? I got a caprese
were you guys
sandwich.
minding your language, or were you like fucking?
I definitely had
this and retarded that.
No, come on, dude. No one's saying slurs. I think we had to police ourselves a little bit.
Okay.
Because the majority of the people in the restaurant are 14 and under girls. Oh, one thing. All right, here's the trend report that I got. Right, because if I'm at the Grove, being a creep, I'm at least gonna come back with some intel.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Addicted?
Not as a brand.
Okay. Well, right.
Just as a state of mind.
Sorry, I should be clear. The brand, when I say Addicted, I mean a brand that is spelled EDIKTED, right? Now, I did not know what this was, but was seeing bags everywhere. Like it's a pink bag with the logo.
Like a shopping bag?
Yes, exactly. Okay. Shopping bag, right? And Mikey and Tim are telling me that this is like the hottest shit right now with a certain
for like Gen Alpha.
Literally the Gen Alpha girls. All right, this is what Addicted is, an online women's fashion brand inspired by the latest street style and runway trends. It is definitely fast fashion. I could not tell you what it looked like because I'm not going to go to the Addicted website and get on another watch list at this point. But I don't know when that's going to hit New York. But for anyone listening that has a daughter, a niece, a granddaughter, any young woman in their life, and they're looking for a Christmas gift, a holiday gift, a sister, right? Forgot about that. Sister,
a girlfriend,
maybe a child bride. Who knows, right? I don't know who listens to the show all over the world. Check out addicted.com because I think that's like they're like, this is the next shit. It is next up.
Addicted,
like kind of like a internet thing, right? Exactly.
Like E-Trade, but for 12-year-old girls.
But for 12-year-old girls who want
stockbrokers,
who want fast fashion inspired by the latest streetwear and runway trends. I was blown away. I'd never heard of this in my life. Not that I should, but there's not like an Addicted store in New York.
Well, Addicted next up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Do you think they had a booth at Complex Con?
They might have, dude. Honestly, I would not be surprised. I didn't see any at Flog Gnaw. Not that I necessarily know what I'd be looking for. No. I don't think it's even like a heavily branded thing. I think it's almost like if you're not old enough for Brandy Melville yet, or do they
have a cafe?
I don't know if they have that internet cafe, an e-cafe.
680,000 followers
on Instagram.
They have a NYC store, LA store, and what is MOA?
I don't know.
Montana?
In Jackson Hole?
It's honestly like pretty normal looking clothing.
I think it's just fast fashion. It's not like hoodies and shit. It's like real like clothes. Ready to wear.
Like tiny shorts, like tops, big jeans.
Are there like
I don't know. This seems like just normal shit.
Okay.
Fake fur jackets.
Okay, that's nice. So yeah, maybe it's more of like a.
Let's see what. Okay,
okay, hit me.
The jeans are currently 50% off and cost $49.
Woo! Let's go, baby.
So,
dude, that is fast.
All right, the fake fur coat.
Yeah.
60% off. Currently, it's $63. Originally, $158.
Okay.
Wow, that shit is a fucking fire hazard.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Torch some kids. I mean,
don't wear that around the pizza oven in the Brandy Melville Cafe.
It's like branded sweatsuits.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I think it's just like I guess it's just the next Brandy. I think it's just the next Brandy Melville from your searches.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's your intel. That's your trend report from the Grove.
That's Larry on 12-year-old girls trend report.
And then, yeah, that's Larry's 12-year-old girl trend report corner TM. And then we went to my new favorite bar in LA.
To watch the fight.
Tom Bergen's to watch the fight. I don't know of any other place like this in LA, and obviously I wouldn't. But one place that I love to go and drink and eat and watch sports is at a pub, dude, a public house.
Yeah.
And apparently this is one of like the only like pubs with Guinness, with fucking, high end kind of.
Yo, no one at Tom Bergen's know that you have a belly full of Brandy Melville Cafe grub.
They didn't.
The Brandy Melville Cafe.
Okay.
To Tom Bergen's pipeline is occupied by 3 dudes.
Yeah.
You 3.
Yeah, exactly.
No one has ever made that move before.
All right, but check this out too. Knowing how much sandwiches are, right? As a man who eats sandwiches and pays with his own money,
like in this town,
across this great nation, right?
Okay.
How much do you think a sandwich costs at the Brandy Melville Cafe? You think it's a deal, or you think they're overpriced?
I think it's overpriced.
Okay, so what do you think a sandwich costs?
What do you get a caprese?
It was a full focaccia caprese.
How big was it? Let me see. $28.
It was $18.
Not bad.
I thought it was a
Not
really
bad.
good deal. Now,
No meat though.
no, not mine, but I think honestly, with the meat, like Tim and Mikey got a spicy soprasadas. Their shit might have only been like $20.
All right.
A pizza though is $38. That blew my
insane.
mind. That's crazy. A pie pizza is $38.
Bro, I ate lunch at a place where the burger was $42. No, $38. And I was like,
what?
Stop it. Everything else was like the menu was wild. So it's kind of like at
Thanks, Biden.
It was real quick. Sorry, not to interrupt. We'll get back to
No,
but
it's fine.
I had lunch in the Valley. I've been spending a lot of time in the Valley. Honestly, kind of nice.
Oh yeah,
kind of nice. I understand why Jax is out there just fucking gallivanting about fucking broads while Brittany's out taking care of the kid.
What's nice about it?
It just feels like
residential.
Chill. It's very chill, but it still has like things. I think I don't know.
When I think of the Valley and Vanderpump Rules, I think of like those cookie cutter houses where it's like every house is the same on the street. You're not like in those developments, right?
No, but I mean, I was on like a commercial strip and I went to like basically what I believe is like the Hillstone of LA. Petit Trois.
Oh, that's why the burger's $30. You went to a fucking Michelin star place.
But I got a entree salad for $24. But
lunch or dinner?
Lunch.
Okay.
Which is, up there. But insane French onion soup price.
Oh, fuck. How much was the French?
Take a guess.
FOS. All right. A bowl? Cup.
Appetizer.
Okay. So you already said it was insane. Is that a $30 soup?
$25.
Okay. That's
$25 cup of soup is fucking.
I bet you it's good. Yeah, French place?
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, damn. Oh, also, it's like, yo, bro, who's having French onion soup at lunch? That's a starter. That's either the meal. That could be the meal.
French onion soup and steak tartare. Or tuna tartare because I wanted to keep it light.
Or soup and a salad. I guess you're right. Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know.
All right. So you're Tom Bergens.
Okay. So anyway,
you did the literally unprecedented move of Brandy Melville Cafe to Tom Bergens.
The pipeline, like you said, 3 guys. Now I will say this. I got a great. Again, I'm bringing back a lot of intel because I've been with the people, right? I learned some interesting rizz from a regular at Tom Bergens, Irish Mike. Who, of course, Mikey knows this 60-year-old electrician to the stars. He told me something very interesting. He told the group in terms of he's a single guy. He's 60. He's out here. He's living his best fucking life. Obviously, I'm not out here spitting games, so maybe I'm like behind the times. What he relayed to the group is that the ultimate fucking thing that you need to do, it's a 1-2 punch. The first thing is you don't pull any punches. Straight up, go in, you compliment her looks. Tell a woman she's beautiful just right off the bat, right?
Okay.
Maybe it's over the top. Is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. Either way, you go right for the looks. Now you follow up with specifics. And for him, he said his most successful specific physical compliment is you compliment a woman on her skin. He goes, every woman, no matter how good her skin is, in her heart of hearts is self-conscious about her skin. So you go right there and he goes, she'll never feel better. And I was like, all right, Irish Mike, thanks, dude. I don't know if you agree, if you feel like that would work as a man who would be out here more familiar with the current rizz situation.
And so how many women at Tom Bergens were falling victim to his charms?
I don't know, but
were there any bitches at Tom Bergens?
Yeah. Okay. Well, because it was fight night.
Okay.
Oh, and what was amazing is that we were with the brand No Maintenance. Shout out Ro and Sebastian, the boys. I got to see them a little bit. We were out here. But him and Fernando from Silverlake. Shout out Fernando. All the LA homies were out with us as well. Or they came like toward after the fight. But Sebastian's girlfriend.
How was her skin?
Beautiful. Shout out Avalon. But anyway, as we were outside smoking, she walks up and I don't know if someone's like, watch what's about to happen, but immediately Irish Mike sees her and just beelined right to introduce himself. He had no idea that she like knew people that this man is always on.
The most beautiful woman in the world.
I think he absolutely complimented her looks and couldn't get to the skin before someone was like, "Oh, that's Sebastian's girlfriend, by the way."
Don't raise her up. Don't raise her up, Irish Mike.
She might she took like one step into the parking lot and then he materialized, dude. She couldn't even, not even to the door.
It's not that they broke it up because Irish Mike was going to like step on someone's toes. It's that like, yo, Irish Mike is going to rizz her and sleep with her and break up this relationship because his rizz is unstoppable.
Does that sound like something that you ever in good conscience would say to a woman?
No, never.
Oh, and then the other thing that made
also like the psychology behind it, which like they're so insecure about their skin, so make sure you leverage that into your advantage.
Some pickup artist shit for sure. All right, and then the final point on this before we just get into your very different fight night, is that someone else, and I won't ID this person because this is not a 6-year-old Irish person, someone we both know, was like, oh yeah, I do the same thing. He goes, I tell them that their profile looks good because all women are self-conscious about their noses. And I was like, oh man, this shit is getting real fucking calculating, dude. So anyway, if anyone wants to try this shit at home and report back, this is apparently what's working out here in LA, which honestly makes sense though, because think about the town we're in. It's very superficial.
Trump's going to appoint Irish Mike as the Department of Gender Equality.
He was, I will say, you didn't watch the undercard fight. Let's talk about the fight. That undercard with Serrano versus the potato eater that she lost to, Irish Mike is losing his mind because that's his countryman right there. But that fight, I feel like all anyone wants to talk about is how bad the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight is. And every take has been out there. You know, I would love a refund for the $0 I even spent, right? Like we should have been paid to watch that farce. With that said, that undercard title fight, that women's title fight was one of the, not that I watch a lot of boxing, that was a fucking barn burner, dude. 10 real rounds of carnage. And I just want to shout out those women, even though I don't know one of your names.
And
great warriors,
for being the most beautiful women in the world with great skin.
Yeah. And honestly, for boxers who think they would have fucked up nose and shit, great profiles.
I had a much different Friday night fight night. I went and linked up with 2 friends. We just hung out at their home, as people in LA want to do. Ordered some Thai food, chatted, talked, caught up. Hadn't seen one since July. Hadn't seen the other guy since, I don't know, maybe like a year ago, maybe more. And they are 2 gay men. And I was like, kind of like, I kind of want to watch a fight, but like, whatever. Like, I'll just watch the highlights on Twitter. It doesn't feel like we're like going. It doesn't feel like we're going down that path.
And you were right, because it was a complete waste of fucking time.
Yeah, what highlights?
Yeah.
It's like looking for highlights. Like,
you would have missed nothing.
Just Tyson's fucking 58-year-old ass. Like,
yeah, it was actually, that's the best thing that came out of the night. Is just that Yeeks meme. Other than that, it's like fucking pointless. Anyway.
Yeah. So.
How did you bring
and then
that
one of them, I think we were just like, one of them was on the phone, like, oh shit, is like the Mike Tyson fight tonight? And I'm like, yeah, it's actually starting like right now.
Damn, even the gays got hoodwinked by Jake Paul. God damn, this man is a master marketer.
And they were like, well, everyone's like, I want to see him die. So we put it on. And how long was the whole thing? Like 30 minutes?
Maybe, yeah, 35.
I was like, I'm embarrassed that I like asked us to put this on. Like, this is just like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
No one's having fun.
Nope.
No one wants to be watching this. Now we're like too, embedded too deep down this hole.
Right.
We're like, we have to watch it through. And one of them was like, this is the straightest fucking thing I've ever seen. And he's like, this is straight culture. And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. He's like, this is like grotesque. Like aesthetically, it's like so ugly.
He didn't like the $1 million boxing outfit.
Bro, aesthetically, it's just like Jake Paul's like sword tattoo. And I started like seeing it through their lens a little bit. I was like, yeah, this is like, it's very Trump coded, right?
Terrible haircut too. His hair was
crazy.
So bad.
The tattoos are so bad. You got fucking Governor Sittler sitting front row. That's one of the gay guys' jokes that he's still off Twitter, but it's pretty funny because he's in a wheelchair.
Sittler.
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like fucking like, I don't know. It's like, I was like, this is really like kind of pathetic. And like, I feel bad that this is like peak straight culture right now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, all like politics aside, like, yeah, it's just fucking not. Here's my thing. If you're going to be like, if you're going to represent the worst parts of our society, it's got to at least be entertaining. Yeah. And I think that's that's how we were failed.
Let's combine influencers with overhyped marketing, with elder abuse, with just wrinkly, raising ass cheeks.
Yeah.
With a fucking Nazi sitting front row. And I was like, yeah, this is what the straights have, this is what we brought us to. And I was like, yo, at least when Nero was playing his fiddle while Rome was burning and put on like, because it was the fall of the Roman Empire. And it was like, bread and games.
Yeah.
Right? Like give the people bread.
The Colosseum.
Give the people bread, put on like an unprecedented run of gladiator fights.
Yeah, baby.
Distract the people from like what is actually happening, which is the fall of the Roman Empire. As Pax Americana comes to a close, it's like, yo, at least the fucking games that we're being distracted with could like look and be a little better.
Well, I wonder if we're going to fall for this again for the next one, because that's my thing. It's like, now it's fool me once, dude. Because like the fact that even like the most, I don't know, not that I know like a ton of like boxing people, but even from like real sports people, the interest in action around this, I don't even mean betting, but just like I can't believe that, and everyone's mad that, but we all fell for it. Yeah. Everyone fucking fell for it. Did you feel that you had to apologize on behalf of straight and
a little bit, but more that I was like, this is like so ugly. This is like so nasty. This is like just like
You sound like Trump.
It's just like gross. It's just like gross. And I was like, guys,
gross.
You know what? We just witnessed 8 rounds of like the best / worst that straight culture has to offer. Like, you know, let's do 8 rounds of gay culture.
Okay.
Like, walk me through
8 rounds of back shots.
Walk me through. No, because that's not what gay culture is. You fucking homophobe.
I was just making an anal sex joke. So
okay. Yeah. Walk me through like, you know, what you consider just like 8, you know, bastions of like gay culture from across the years.
Hit me,
dude.
Let's get it, dude. All right, let's do our part.
I'm gonna list them off.
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna list them off, and I highly suggest watching these they were served up, like they coursed them out in a way that like made sense. I don't remember what the coursing was.
Can I ask you a question? Yeah. Of the 8 in front of you, what do you think will be my percentage of success rate of having maybe seeing it? Are they specific things?
You've never seen any of these.
Really? All right, test me. I'll be real.
You've maybe seen 3 of them.
Oh, that's pretty of 8. Okay, hit me.
Solid potato salad. You've never seen that.
No.
2 words, pussy control. Saga of Jenny, starring Julie Andrews.
Nope.
You have not seen that. It is phenomenal.
0 for 2.
Julie Andrews from The Sound of Music.
I know who Julie Andrews is.
I mean, just like, and okay, let me.
She fought the Nazis.
Let's Whitney Houston American Music Awards medley in like 91, 92.
Maybe.
I don't think so. This is when like she was like first, you know, exposed for smoking crack or kind of having a meltdown, and she came back and she's like blew the fucking roof off.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is I want to dance with somebody part of that medley?
No.
Damn. Okay.
No. Aretha Franklin serenading Carole King at the Kennedy Center honors.
Yes.
You've seen that.
Absolutely. A lot of people
Obama's crying.
Yes.
Okay. Miley Cyrus performing Midnight Sky at the MTV VMA Awards in like 2020, 2021.
Was that pre or post her Mike Will Made It Wigger phase?
Post.
Okay. No. Not interested.
Cynthia Erivo singing Alfie.
I don't know who Cynthia Erivo is.
She's she's one of the witches. She's not Ariana Grande in Wicked.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, so this is a newer one.
Big theater person.
Right.
Legend.
Musical
like
theater.
modern day legend.
Right. Broadway person.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Big Spender / Sweet Charity with Paula Kelly and Chita Rivera. You have not seen that.
No, I only have one so far, which is the Aretha Franklin one.
And Anita Morris, her solo in the play The Magic Show.
You thought I would get 3?
I thought you might have seen the Whitney Houston one, and I thought maybe the Miley Cyrus one.
Oh no, so I'm 1 for 8.
Okay, no, whatever. I was like 2 for 8. Let me just say this:
you're twice as gay as me,
easily, bro. That's
at least
that's the biggest compliment.
Twice as cool.
You can't be 2 times 0 = 0, though.
I have. Oh yeah.
Oh, I have a gay brother.
I didn't say that. Whoa, we did not talk. You bring my family into it?
Him.
No, everyone knows my brother is gay.
Everyone.
America.
Yeah.
Hey, okay. Doug.
Here's what I'll say.
I will say he wore out for the first time his pair of TF pants.
Yeah,
I got an amazing fucking review. I don't need to read his review on pod. That's his to me. He was fucking loving them. And he was already asking about like what's next colors, fabrics, and stuff.
Great.
Thank you, Doug. Love you.
Here's what I'll say. So besides the newer stuff like Miley Cyrus, Midnight Sky, Aretha Franklin, serenading Carole King at the Kennedy Center honors.
Yeah.
These were all like 60s, 70s,
yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I guess, Whitney Houston, 90s.
90s. 91, he said.
Solid potato salad might have been like 50s.
Wait, so those first 2 things, pussy control and potato salad are 2 separate things, right?
No, solid potato salad
is pussy control.
2 words, pussy control.
So what is that?
You got to watch it.
Okay. All right.
You got to watch it.
I'll see it in the rec center like everyone else.
After being inundated with a fucking masterclass, 8 delicious courses of the best that gay culture has to offer across the last 60 years.
Did they come to this did the group decide that they have a little tribunal and then report to pick the 8, or was it like
no, they just kind of were like, they're just like boom, 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 boom. I mean, it was all like, recently watched.
It wasn't their first rodeo.
No, not at all. Not at all. It wasn't their first man of the year party.
Yeah.
I will say that like you can see kind of the trickle down across time and space where it's like the things you see in Julie Andrews singing, doing her rendition of Saga of Jenny, like that there's like little gay devils in like sequins and like all the shit happening, and you can kind of see like
Sam Smith stole that, like, or whatever,
more like Jonathan Anderson.
Okay,
or like
I see what you're saying. Even more culture than Sam Smith.
Yeah, where it's like like there is through lines between like what was then the monoculture, which was created by gay people but for everyone.
Yeah.
Because also like there was only broadcast through there were like 3 TV channels and only like you could only see these plays if you lived in New York or LA. you could start to see like little like Easter eggs. I was like, you know what? I bet that now when I look at contemporary culture, knowing like having an appreciation for like the time that was and the things that were before, I will now start to understand like kind of the like the through line through like the time space continuum, which is like what good critics always do and always have that kind of like time, that vision that like spans time.
The gays bent the space time continuum of culture and taste to their own will. Whereas when you look at the Jake Paul Tyson fight, there's no effort because the straights just think that they're the top of the fucking.
Well, no,
food
that
chain.
is effort. That is effort. That is peak straight culture.
But no, you think there was effort put into that?
Yes, into creating the most watched Netflix show of all time.
I mean, the final product, like what we actually consumed, I feel like was so low effort from like.
Oh, from the two of them?
No, and even the fucking broadcast. I know it's at Jerry World and, it's fucking, big kind of like spectacle. But like in terms of like the actual product that is being consumed versus these amazing things that I cannot wait to consume the other 7 of that you mentioned, like that's like actually like something that can be, if we're using fucking the consumption metaphor, like that's like fucking real shit. That's hearty food. That's gonna fill your soul. Versus that was empty, vacuous, and then just a fucking bad time for everybody.
It was ugly. I think is like just in all sense of the words, it was just ugly. Yeah. And then like I'm watching these 8 videos, I'm like, this is like beauty. There's beauty. There's talent, like raw fucking uncut. Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston. Are you fucking kidding me?
So it's black and gay culture, right? Is what we're talking.
Yeah. So anyway, that was a great, and then we also watched like a bit, and then like someone else was like, okay, now you get to pick one thing, and then they're like, James, now you have to pick like a bisexual thing.
Okay, what did you pick?
Stevie Nicks singing.
Fuck yeah, I've seen this.
Wild Heart.
You didn't put on any Rhapsody Basement freestyles.
I didn't put on Opera Steve or Rage Against the Machine performing live at Wall Street.
Neil Young, you love a little Crazy Horse.
I did Stevie Nicks. I'm blanking on it. Wild Heart. Just kind of like riffing backstage with her homies, and they're like, that was beautiful.
Yeah,
like that was raw. That was beautiful. That was great.
Real shit. Real art.
Good job, bisexual.
How do
Jimmy.
we get the current timeline back on the gay time continuum? Are we too far gone?
You got to give. I mean, first of all, we got to celebrate them. We got to appreciate, not just what they're doing in the now, but how they're bringing their past and their experiences. Because I'm like, also all these videos had like 14 million views. It's like they're not digging up fucking gems and like archaeological digs. It's like this is like shit that is like very popular and well known in like the gay community.
We ain't sleeping on these gems no more though. From the straights, we're tapping in.
Tap the fuck in.
Get them in the rec center.
Yeah.
That's the contrast. It even feels palpable as you describing it.
And it was honestly like a nice palate cleanser to like, because everyone's like, that was fucking gross.
Yeah, it sucked, dude. Like, it's so bad.
No, not only did it suck, but it's like, that was just like gross.
Well, right. Gross. And I guess, I was with people that were more like from like either
thirsty.
Yes. Well, again, thank God for the undercard. There's a lot of fucking carnage. Those are some, if you haven't seen these two women beat the fuck out of each other, these two warriors, go look at those fight highlights. Yeah. But anyway, so the crowd that I was with, the way that they kind of palate cleanse was just by, because I think a lot of people, and honestly, the whole crowd here's the thing, everyone is tuning in to see the death of Jake Paul, right? Yes. And it's not going to happen. So the whole bar, not even our crew, it's like everyone's in a bad mood. A lot of people clearly had like lost money, besides Mikey, who made money on his book, naturally. Yeah, so everyone starts like drinking aggressively, and my night ended in like I think the most LA way possible. Shout out Tyler and Dan, two of Mikey's friends that we linked up with as well, who were wonderful and I had a great night with. And congrats up to them on their marriage. They met on Twitter too. I had a lot in common with these two gentlemen. They also met each other on Twitter, which they told me they'd never met another, like, because I was like, oh, I met my wife on Twitter as well. And actually, I don't know. Do you know anyone that got married off Twitter besides me?
I don't think so.
Damn, maybe it's just
probably just divorced off Twitter.
Yeah, maybe it's just me and Jenna and then Tyler and Dan. Anyway, we went to a house party in Pasadena that
the Valley.
Yeah, that we had heard about, and that we like and after trying to like go to a bunch of bars, we just decided that like, hey, let's just pull up to this house party. And I don't know what I was expecting, because when someone says Pasadena to me, like I don't know what that I've heard of that.
But what Rose Bowl is?
Right, but like right, exactly. Like I know about like the Rose Bowl.
There's a Beach Boys song, I think, about it.
Right, but I wasn't aware of like. So what a funny thing was happening is when I don't know if you've ever did this, but I thought this was kind of genius, if not like a little gauche, which is very funny. Is like, okay, we have the address for the house party, and if we're debating whether or not we should go, what I learned is why not just pop that bitch into Zillow and see what we're walking into. This is the surveillance state at work, and once we had learned that the house,
you're like, where are the bathrooms?
The most recent listed sale was $7.5 million.
Okay,
and that was 2 sales ago, and the most recent sale, that guy flipped it for whoever guy. People, whatever, family, flipped it for 12.5. We pulled up, dude. This shit was full on Saltburn. There was a hedge maze.
Oh shit.
There was fucking multiple fucking fountains. There's the party happening in like the mansion itself. I think it was just some kid whose parents were out of town for the weekend. I was too old to be there, to be clear.
Okay.
So when I say
like, hey, it's the guys from the Brandy Melville Cafe.
Yeah, no, I mean, shout out all of Mikey's wonderful friends, and we had a
how many girls were wearing Addicted?
no addicted, thank God. No, I wasn't. It wasn't.
You put yourself in some precarious situations this weekend.
It wasn't totally age inappropriate. These were all. It's an adult party, but it is a house party. Which like I haven't been to like when I say a house rager, like I haven't been to one of those in a long time.
Okay, that is what happens in LA. People like house parties are so much more
versus New York, where it's just like an apartment party, Well, I even more just go. I'm like, I'll go to a dinner party or a cocktail party, but like
no, well, it's
like a rager.
Okay, yeah, like a Project X ass thing.
Not Project X, because it wasn't like no cars were being lit on fire. I think through the hedge maze, but
hosting at home, whether it's a rager or whether it's like I went to like a very nice like I don't know, like 20-person kind of like outdoorsy, like by the pool, but it was too cold to be in the pool like thing yesterday. So I think hosting here, like you watch $1 Million Listing LA or Selling Sunset, it's always like, oh, think of all the hosting you could do here.
Yeah, I think it must have been a demographic thing, because like those all sound like as much, even if it's a ton of people, what we're talking about is civilized fare.
How many people were there?
Hundreds.
Wow.
Like, well, to the point where like we walked into the party and I don't know if there was a DJ but like I'm just like people are like dancing, going crazy. I'm like, oh, like I can't be here. Like this is so. Then I went. There's a satellite party happening at one of the cottage houses, which was nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's where we like posted up for the night, and I was just drinking. Thanks for whoever brought the Stella and Rolling Rocks, because I drank all your beers. But it was just it was one of those things where I didn't know what I was walking into, but like felt like a cool LA experience. Maybe this is just me, like all the things I did tapping back into my youth, where I'm like, God forbid I embarrass myself. I'm leaving town on Tuesday. I won't be back for a year.
Yeah.
It is the Wild West out here, bro.
Yeah.
We ain't just talking man of the year, bro.
You got to taste at Brandy Melville, and you're like, I need to find your bloodlust was up, but it's for like young blood.
Yeah, I kind of wish that you were the kind of guy that would have or not, because you are the kind of guy that would tag along. But I wish you were with us, is what I'm saying, because I would have loved to get your read on this thing.
No, that sounded terrible.
No, well, I will say, like, I did meet one of the worst punishers of my entire life. So shout out to that guy. Don't want to say his name. Probably have some mutuals. So that was tough. Oh, and then it was one of those things where I'm like, yo, what's up with this guy? Sober.
Oh,
not what you're thinking. Not like a coke talk monster, but like a fully sobs guy who just
was he like
Punisher.
Was he like overcompensating because he's like, oh, I'm the cool sober guy. Just because I'm sober doesn't mean I'm not cool.
I don't know. Maybe that's what he thinks in his own mind, but I think he has a reputation for this shit. But anyway, fucking shout out to I did not meet the host. I do not know whose house I was at or who your father is or what he does for a living. We did look your house up on Zillow. And yo, congrats to your family's success, dude. Yeah. Holy fucking shit.
I think the last time I looked up a Zillow home was when we went to Pod with Tyga.
Oh, what's a celebrity? You got to do that. But this is a civilian.
A lot lower than I thought.
Well, do you remember?
I think like...
I would guess 10.
No.
You had like 5 pools.
No. I want to say between 2 and 3.
So it was all just the streetwear art that brought the value up.
Or down.
Yeah, right? Let me see if I can the neighborhood's really gone to shit. Look at all these fucking cause dolls, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
No way you're going to be able to find... I mean, maybe.
I mean...
Do I just have to kill time?
Here we go.
What?
I got the
that was fast.
Oh, got it.
Damn. Okay. All right. Let's do an over under. So you're saying, all right, over under 2.5 million. You're saying you think it was under. I'm gonna go over. I think you're misremembering. That place was not bad, dude.
It was pretty shitty.
It was really.
Yeah.
My recollection, besides like the AVN award, besides the fucking ridiculous streetwear rugs, the ridiculous streetwear art, I want to say I would go over. I'm going over $2.5 million.
Okay. Let's not do over under. What do you think it was?
I think it's got to be closer to 5. It has to be. It was in the hills. It was a mansion in the hills with 3 pools.
Okay. Are we doing what are you doing? Last sale?
I think that's the only way. I think that's
or estimate.
Oh, no, you got the current estimate because that's the market. Is Ty gonna make money or lose money? Who cares? What's the estimate?
The estimate is over 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the last sale would be Tyga. So you can
not necessarily. It looks like this has exchanged hands a few times.
Okay.
Built in 2018.
Damn, new money.
It's been when did we
would have been there 2 years ago.
Okay, so it was bought for a lot less.
Okay, so it's appreciated.
Yes.
Good investment.
So great investment.
Tyga.
Yeah.
Rich get richer.
Exactly.
Wait, what did he buy it for?
3.9.
Okay, and now it's
5.3.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Fucking
Rack City, bitch.
Stroke test.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
we're talking about
I was talking about me going to Pasadena for a party with recent college grads.
how late were you there for? Until
I got back to the hotel at 3:30.
There's a moment where I was like, "Am I gonna are we gonna do the meat skeleton on the roller coaster meme where I'm heading out in the morning and you're heading back in for the night before?"
No, because the thing was, all the bars here close really early, and there's one spot. It was called Thai Angel, right? I'm sure you're from this place. So we dropped off Ty, Dan, and this other kid Rupert that we met. They kept the night going, and then Mikey dropped me off because Thai Angel's right around the corner from here, actually.
Okay.
But because that's I guess the only I guess it has to be the only after hour spot because when we pulled up, let's call it at 3:30, there was a line to get in. So it's
we were there 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, I believe so. During the Pink Sweatpants house party, whatever we were at.
Pink Panthers. Yo, Edicted is Pink Sweatpants, dude.
There's a pink sweatpants. There's an artist named Pink Sweatpants, I think.
Really? We went there. Damn, I was faded that night. Yeah, shout out. Wait, did we ever say that publicly? We signed NDAs to get into her party.
Shout out whoever brought the Rolling Rock that time because Lawrence drank all your beers.
Yeah.
There's definitely a guy named something Sweatpants.
I don't know, dude. Probably. Earl Sweatshirt.
Yeah, maybe.
Pink Panthers and Earl Sweatshirt. If they had a baby, it would be Pink Sweatpants, and her shit fucking slaps, dude. Bars and beats.
Obviously I had more of an early night than you because while you had the maybe most stereotypical LA nightlife Friday night, I did, and I texted Emily Oberg and was like, yo, what's the most LA ass fucking, because I knew I was gonna be partying and I was like, I'm gonna be, try to fill my time in the mornings. What's most LA ass spa shit I could do?
Are you still waking up early with jet lag too?
Bro, my sleep schedule's been fucked. I actually might have been awake when you got back because there was one night where I went to bed at 11, woke up at 3:30, couldn't get back to bed until 5:30. Oh,
that's brutal.
And then slept till 7:30.
That sucks.
Yeah. Last night, I fucking...
Da Vinci would be proud.
What's up?
Da Vinci would be proud.
Why? Does he get up and jerk?
No, there was the Da Vinci sleep cycle thing where it's sleep on and off or whatever.
Bisected sleep.
Yeah, something like that.
Bisexual sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my sleep schedule's been fucked. But
so her recommendation was Emily's.
She had a place. And I was like, this is fucking way out in the valley. This doesn't feel very sporty and rich. But it's a buccal face massage. And they claim to have this place, Kasha Spa. They're like, oh, some of our past clientele include Miley Cyrus.
Wow. So you went there to get snatched.
Well, I had seen clips of this shit on TikTok, and it looks so satisfying and so pleasant. Where buccal is where the person sticks their fucking hand in your mouth, and massages your face from the inside out.
This is because it was the buccal fat removal. Remember that was the big thing.
I think this is just buccal. So they're massaging you here. From the inside? They turn your shit out? From the inside out.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. They get up in that fucking throat.
What kind of gloves do they use?
Just plastic ones? I don't know.
Is that not gross having that plastic? That feels like it would be not.
It's like being at the dentist.
Okay. Which is not normally the most thing that people would equate with comfort.
I weirdly, except for drilling and except for drilling in that one thing, I kind of like the dent, the feel of the dent, getting my teeth cleaned and picked. I kind of like that.
I like it after the fact. I feel very fucking fresh. I don't necessarily enjoy the scraping in the moment.
I'm not, I don't sexually fingers in my mouth, but
Thanks
fingers in my mouth at the dentist, fingers in my mouth at the buccal spa, fucking gas. So it was very LA-ish, we're going to start with a meditation. I walk in and there's crystals on the massage table.
Totally.
Fuck is, but yo, I gotta say, you know what the best part was? And honestly, you might need this and appreciate it.
Sure, go off.
Since you're going through your hair woes. She put so much peppermint essence oil in my hair.
I love peppermint.
And I bought a scalp massage for like an extra $45.
That is relaxing, bro.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's
and like
move.
the peppermint. I didn't want to shower afterwards. Felt so fucking good, so invigorating. My scalp was just tingling.
Oh, dude, minty freshness.
I mean, yeah, it was like
Down to your spine, dude.
So
tip
fucking
to tail.
nice. But so the hands in the mouth thing, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little uncomfortable at first, but then like you just relax and just like let go, and fucking go with mouth God. It felt. You ever seen those videos where people are like, I'm showing my dog place in the house they've never seen before?
Sure.
It's like inside the dishwasher, inside the microwave, like behind this closet, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Washing machine, etc.
I was being touched in places that I've on my body that have never been touched before.
Discovering new J spots.
Have you explored every single inch of your mouth with your fingers? Probably not, right?
Putting zins in, yeah.
No, you probably need this more than I do.
Yeah, it's possible.
Because there's one point where she like right where the zin goes, she was like pressing on this nerve, and I felt like a thunderbolt kind of like crack up my face and through my skull.
In a good way?
In a good way.
Okay.
Like just like this line of energy was like just kind of like widening a little bit. It felt fucking fantastic.
Without getting any specifics, is this like an affordable thing or is it expensive?
It was a little treat.
Okay.
But I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be going out. I'm not going to be,
buying beers, whatever.
I'm not
$18 sandwiches at the Brandy Melville Cafe.
We've been pretty responsible with our spending.
For sure.
But I'm not like going out to like big meals or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was a little treat. And it's, bro.
The scalp
highly
massage.
recommend.
Scalp massage has me having FOMO right now. I love a scalp massage.
Highly recommend this buccal face massage again. Like getting touched in places you've never been touched before. Pretty wild.
Dude, this is a trip about discovery, dude.
Yeah.
Self-discovery. That's why we're out here on the fucking West Coast, dude. A little self-discovery.
Yeah. We're saying yes and to everything that comes across the way, including something that I think you and I aren't really fans of, music festivals. We went to Camp Flog Gnaw day 1, Saturday. Shout out Nick.
Oh, yeah.
All the homies at Orion Beer.
Love you, boys.
And
Bradley, Kevin, Tyler.
Tyler the Creator, congrats on
10 years.
Congrats on 10 years.
When I was seeing all the 10-year merch, I didn't know that it was 10 years of Flog, dude. That's crazy. Shout out to that man for building universe. To your point, I love live music and I love concerts. I hate music festivals. You're right. That adds a whole layer of anxiety. Honestly, dude, why am I doing so much shit where I'm like, I'm too old to be doing this? That's really
you're too old to be doing it.
Yeah, fuck.
Honestly, you should have been thinking that and realizing that years ago.
Probably.
And with a lot more things.
So what you're saying is I'm a bit stunted.
No,
your
eyes are opening.
Yeah, I'm because it's about self-discovery and I'm discovering that I am an old man.
Yeah. Or you're not an old man. You are your age. You're just doing shit that is like.
Though I saw a dad with it pushing a stroller at Flog.
Oh yeah, well we were there during the day.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what's nice is that it's a music festival like in the city. Like you take an Uber there. When you leave, you take an Uber home.
Sure.
It's not like fucking Coachella or whatever.
Oh, there's no extended stay. Yeah.
You're like, oh, like
St. Glastonbury.
I gotta eat canned food for fucking 3 days. I'm not gonna shower. I'm not gonna brush my teeth. I gotta fucking sleep in a sandstorm.
True.
So there's that. I was fucking flabbergasted at the size of the crowds.
Oh, it's wild.
It did not stop. And we were there in the middle of the day.
Yep.
Like we weren't there for the headliners. You and I were like, some of the names, like at this point in the day, we're like, oh yeah, I kind of know who that is. And then others were like, who the fuck is this? But like people are going crazy for them.
Yeah. I didn't realize the scope of the crowd either until we caught Dochi, who's honestly made a TDE. Listen to Nissan Altima if you haven't. She brought out SZA, my fucking number one.
Your hall pass.
Well, Jenna doesn't know that yet. I need to fucking run that by her.
Who's her hall pass?
I don't know. It changes. You know, I think at one point it was like,
is that allowed?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would love for, I think maybe she's like, SZA is like, God is good and God is real if he created that woman. I guess she also got a BBL.
Yeah.
Which is
God created the men.
science and religion working together.
God created the doctors.
The hands.
Who created that woman.
Yeah.
And
she unapologetic. She's unapologetic about her BBL, which I love too. Yeah. That's how you should be. So yeah, so during Dochi's set, you know, we're in like that whatever area that we're in with, you know, our access, and you don't really see like the throngs. And then they panned out on the screen. They did a drone shot, and I was like I couldn't believe it. I mean, how many people? I mean, that's got to be, I don't know, it looked like 20,000 people.
Way more.
Yeah,
way more. Also, because we were under the impression, or I was under the impression, that it was going to be inside Dodger Stadium. It was in the grounds surrounding Dodger Stadium.
There's 3 stages. Yeah. It's they've built a monster, dude.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
Trying to spot some like obviously having an eye on like the fits.
Great people watching.
It's the best.
Inspiring
people watching.
Yeah. You have
a
some
lot
takeaways?
A lot of streetwear.
Yeah. It's LA.
A lot of like, but kind of like a lot of like the micro streetwear moments across the past, like that Tyler and Odd Future and
Yes.
Wolfgang, like obviously were such an instrumental part of it. And I guess the one thing we missed Friday was that would have been cool is the exhibition by the photographer that's been embedded with Tyler and Odd Future, like in the beginning.
For sure.
And
That looks really cool.
Weirdly enough, I read about it on Bobby Hundreds' Instagram page.
Shout out Bobby
And
Hundreds.
he put it very eloquently where he's like, yo, like very rarely is like lightning captured in a bottle. And then that lightning, much like the buccal brain lightning rod that went through my cranial, very rarely does that lightning splinter out and continue to light up culture for years and years and years.
10 years of flog, dude. That's what I'm saying. This has been...
It's probably been like 20 years of probably 20 years of like Tyler.
Maybe.
No,
that seems like too much. 15 probably, right? Yeah.
Like 2009, right?
But yeah, I
2009,
don't know, whenever they went on fucking Fallon, right? When they jump on his back. That's like I feel like that's where, obviously they were cooking before that, but for me, I don't know when Bastard came out, but that moment when they, did the piggyback ride and the major kind of like, what do you call that? Network debut is what I'm looking for.
I think for me it was the I'm a fucking triceratops. He like eats the cockroach.
I'm a fucking what does he say?
I'm a walking paradox.
I'm a fucking walking paradox. Yeah, and he kills himself.
Yeah, but I think Earl.
No, Tyler, don't kill yourself. You're so talented.
Earl Sweatshirt had the first like music video that kind of like captured the aesthetic of like Fairfax.
Okay, sure.
Is it the music video where they all like drink the like smoothie and they all die?
I don't know.
They're like vomiting blood and they just all die.
This is before they sent him away, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is why he got sent away.
Yeah.
To Samoa.
So obviously seeing every era of streetwear, the best though.
Mm-hmm.
And I both applaud this and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Was seeing young men like Tyler core is such a thing.
Yep.
Where not cosplaying, like there's a gang of dudes just wearing like the Eeyore wigs. That was sick.
There's going to be the costume stuff because this is a big fun outing, but then there's people that are literally just like they're wearing Tyler's swag.
A grown man taking photos with his grown partner, wearing like the winter like Russian hat.
I saw so many of those, dude.
A button down tucked into his trousers with a big cardigan over it and fucking like derbies.
Yeah.
And like other guys wearing loafers. I saw one guy wearing a necktie underneath the cardigan.
Yep. That's
in like loafers and derbies. And it's like, loafers at the festival is crazy.
Yeah, I saw a guy, and loafers I get because that's the Tyler thing. I saw a bunch of dudes wearing just like straight up like derbies and Oxfords. Because like, but here's the thing: if this is like the thing, all right, it is kind of corny and it is funny, and we can lampoon these guys till we're blue in the face. But at the same time, the tie, getting dressed up, tucking your shirt, and wearing absolutely not fucking festival appropriate footwear. I get it. If this is like your highlight of the season, you want to go all out, right? Even if it's impractical.
But the footwear to me is like, that's where like fashion like needs to take a backseat function. You're going to be on your feet. You're getting there at 3:00 when we were there. You're going to be on your feet for like 7-8 hours.
Get the golf for Chucks, right? What are you doing?
Fucking Chucks. Just wear the tie. Great. That was cool. I like that.
Yeah.
You might die in the pit if someone gets a hold of that tie, you might die. You might actually die in the pit.
Yeah, they're dressing for the job they want, and that job is.
But don't wear loafers to the music festival.
That job is wearing Tyler's skin. I get it. He is Kanye for a lot of for a whole generation, multiple generations. So like, think about what you would see at a Kanye show: is guys wearing either Ye's DNA swag 1-for-1 or dressed up in a full costume. Tyler has that cult of personality around him, and deservedly so.
Yes,
and it was a
loafers
shame.
At the music festival, fucking wild maneuver.
It was a shame that just based on our schedule, we couldn't like post up for the whole day. I mean, the bill is incredible. Forget about like Tyler and Cardi, the headliners. There's always going to be big headliners, but like, the fact that he's able to bring out a Doechii and the Bronson and Yachty and the Concrete Boys, like that lineup is packed, dude. I was really impressed.
I want to see Blood Orange. I want to see Yves Tomorrow. I want to see Sampha.
Sampha would have been cool.
We just couldn't. We had to go. We had a work obligation, and then this was last night. Like, I don't know. You met up with a homie, and you had dinner at like a old school Italian joint. I met up with some friends, and we hit a few bars. And met up at a wine bar, and that actually was like pretty fun. It was just like kind of like it was right across from Mohawk. Like I can't fucking escape Silverlake Junction.
Yeah.
Bar Seto, pretty cool, or Secco. I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's fine. And then they're like, oh, we have friends at Silverlake Lounge.
Yes.
And I was like, what's that? And they're like, oh, like it's like the popping bar right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like basically like a bunch of guys that kind of live in the area. They pooled their money and they bought this like Silverlake institution that was like run down and a piece of shit. And they judged it up and it's now like operational.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, is one of those guys Jack Wagner from Otherworld?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. And I was like, bro,
not Jack, dude.
I saw him like post about it.
Yeah.
And obviously it was like incepted my mind, but it wasn't like at the forefront of my mind. We're like, let's go to Jack Wagner's bar. But end up like we did the most LA shit. It's like a 9-minute walk or a 2-minute Uber. We took the Uber.
Yeah, of course, dude. Can't be seen walking out here in the streets. You're the host. You're the co-host of the only podcast that matters.
Well, I called the Uber and was like, wait, it's cheaper to get an Uber Black. So a fucking Chevy Suburban pulls up.
I love that, dude. Pulling up to the club in a fucking motorcade, bro.
In the looking like Obama, looking at Fredo Santana.
Yeah. Was it fun? Was it sick?
Great bar.
Because I didn't want to say this. Well, I guess I will say this. I went on Thursday.
You want to
night.
know what I thought of it, or you just want to say
Sorry,
what
what did you think of it?
What do you think of it?
No, you go. Well, I must have gone on an off night because it was fucking bad, bro.
Yikes.
Though I did have my only kind of starstruck moment this whole trip. I saw one of my favorite influencers, Irene Lee. If you want to fucking pick me up, what a follow. You've never seen her fucking positive affirmation videos about
I don't follow
living
influencers.
it. Okay.
Do you?
Yeah, Irene Lee. She's incredible. She's also so we were maybe in Silverlake Lounge. It must have been an off night, maybe not the best DJ booking on. I guess that was Friday night. When I walked in, I felt like I had been picked up and put right back down in like a Brooklyn bar, and maybe not like the kind of Brooklyn bar that I necessarily want to like again be in because I'm too old for that kind of thing. But I might have done one lap and the crew was in there for like 5 minutes. But I saw Irene Lee, so shout out Irene.
Okay.
You don't know who I am, but I love you and I think you're fantastic and you make my world a better place.
I met up with I was with the homies already. I met up with a new homie that I'd met at that was like mutuals that I had met at Mohawk. Shout out Jason. Ran into and like at a certain point I was like, am I being fucking punked? Like everyone that I know is like here right now. Mikey the Hitman,
yeah,
the guy that you've been spending your whole week with. Lou,
shout
Mr. Lou. Fucking Daryl from Adidas.
Yeah. It is the spot though.
And I was like, this is crazy. Like, why is everybody here? And fucking we were like waiting to get in and like Evan Mock rolls in. Oh, god damn it.
He was there the night before Outback.
Really?
It's 2 nights in a row.
He was DJing and like,
okay.
I was like funny. It was like funny to watch him operate. I'm like,
you know why? You know why? LA Fashion Week, baby.
That's true.
The stars are out.
Aloha, brother.
My brother.
He's from Hawaii.
Yeah.
But no, I was like, yo, shout out Jack. I was having a great time. I was like, clearly this is like a very popular place.
Mm-hmm.
All people that we're friends with are here. So I'm like, he has to be doing something right.
That's why we pulled up because we're like, oh, this is an option. This is because it's the new spot, right? It was, you know what? It was maybe the wrong night, the wrong hour, whatever it was, but it was, I need to go back.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. I don't know. So I don't know. Oh, you know what I heard from the people I was with? So you went to Crumble, like the current popping bakery in LA.
So I've seen because I love my food review reels. I've been seeing people, they give influencers get free boxes of Crumble and review these like ridiculous cookies. I think Mikey has this ironic relationship where he's like, I need a sweet treat. I'm taking you to Crumble. Like, he was driving me back to the hotel. This is way earlier in the week. This is like the second thing I ate in LA after some of the best wings I've ever had at Greyhound Lounge, or what is it called? Yeah, Greyhound Lounge. I don't know, or Greyhound Bar and Grill.
Went to the bus stop.
Yeah, I got my wings at the bus stop. So I tried Crumble for the first time, and it's exactly what I thought it was going to be, which is like, it's disgusting,
really,
in like kind of a good way.
Really?
In like that, it's like, all right, it's what if AI made a cookie.
Okay, so what I heard from these Los Angelinos, it's not a cookie. It's a fucking piece of cake.
Mm-hmm.
Just a flat piece of cake. It's like sickeningly sweet.
Yeah.
It's just like
sugary.
icing on cake.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like they're just doing like influencer marketing and seeding.
Yeah, that's how I heard about them, yeah.
But I'd seen, I forget, maybe I saw a tweet where someone was like, yo, like the LA cookie Reddit is going crazy right now over this Crumble controversy. And I scrolled past. I didn't think anything of it, but
cookie Reddit.
But I was like, I was with these locals. And I was like, wait, what's going on with Crumble right now? What's the controversy? I'm like, oh shit, it's crazy.
Okay, hit me.
So basically, these Australian girls bought so much Crumble. like cookies. Like at retail, they like went into the store and bought a shitload of Crumble things.
Mm-hmm.
They shipped them back to Australia and opened a Crumble pop-up shop in Australia.
Unsanctioned.
How
do those cookies travel?
They started a Instagram page.
Wow.
Like they made it look like they were affiliated, like it was an official thing.
Yo, this is a finesse. Dude.
And then all the reviews were like, yo, Crumble, for this pop-up, like Crumble fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like my cookies were like broken and stale.
Damn, dude.
And this shit is ass. And Crumble had to come out and do like damage control, being like, yo, these bitches like aren't with us. But then I think there were some copycats where like people started doing the same thing in like other cities, just doing like unsanctioned Crumble collab pop-ups by just buying the cookies and then just reselling them.
Who would have thunk it that a bunch of sick cunts would be slinging bad cookie?
Yeah.
That's crazy. We got the small ones, not the big ones,
Okay.
right? Which are what? It's like 700 calories and like,
I don't know,
8,000 milligrams of fucking sugar.
If you went to one of these unsanctioned pop-ups, weigh in.
We just, but it's funny you say that because like I can also see why people are pissed because like, you know, you have this whole, you know, touchscreen menu of all the flavors and like a bunch of stuff is sold out towards the end of the day, right? Like they're fucking moving units. It tasted like a Subway cookie on roids and not the best.
I don't like that.
No, but like but that's what the thing is that at a certain point, if you're not maybe a sweets person, that on roids portion is like, this is now too much.
Okay.
It's too decadent. It's disgusting. It's too sweet. We did the one that I did like was that like sugar cookie Homer Simpson one. And we just got a small little sample. We get the small ones too, which are not as bad for you, naturally. And that one was fine.
Are you sure you at a real Crumble though, not an unsanctioned?
It was a real Crumble.
Okay.
It was a real Crumble around the corner from here. And I will never be having Crumble ever again in my life.
Yeah, because you have diabetes. Your foot's gonna fall off.
Yeah.
All right. Well, last thoughts on LA.
Okay.
What's your tune on LA right now?
All right. I feel like I have been unjustifiably hard publicly on the city, on In-N-Out. I got In-N-Out for lunch yesterday. I have tweaked the order a bit. I feel like I got it dialed. I'm adding chopped chilies now. I'm asking for the fries well done. I'm adding salt to those bitches.
Those fries don't look well done.
Well, that's funny because people are like, yo, those fries look like mid. You got to ask for well done. I'm like, these were asked to be well done.
Fucking pale ass fries.
So
bro.
I feel like honestly, dude.
Jake Paul ass looking fries.
So sorry to all my friends at In-N-Out. It's fucking delicious. I might have it again because once we wrap here, we got other shit to do, but I might just walk next door, get another fucking animal style with chopped chilies. And then I think that being away from me personally, having not been here for a year, maybe it's because I miss all the homies out here and I've had like a pretty packed schedule and got to like be social and be out. And we're not just doing like, hey man, let's run 5 pods in 3 days, right? Which is what we've done in the past. And I think that just like, I don't know, just getting like dialed in and doing a city the right way. I should be doing that before I just pass these big blanket judgments. I do not want to live here. I am very much looking forward to going home, but and we can make fun of the traffic and we can make fun of Tyler clones and Crumble cookie thieves and this and that. But like ultimately, it's not that bad of a place. And I'm looking forward to coming back next year.
Yeah.
What about you?
I've grown. LA's grown on me. I think that maybe it's an aging thing where it's like, and as my friends age and like their homes get bigger and like it becomes, again, I don't know about you, but like, it's seemingly the socializing aspect has moved from dive bars and ragers to maybe just like hosting for you to hosting like hosting in like their nice homes.
Yeah.
And that's been great. And like kind of like the white gentrifying class, I actually kind of fuck with the LA version.
Okay.
Like guys that look like photojournalists from Vietnam, like that kind of guy. Like a lot of them around you, a lot of them around me.
Dennis Hopper.
A lot of them in
Apocalypse Now.
No, like literally like documentary guys, like, they're like in the shit wearing like an M65 and like nerd ass glasses and like scribbling with their like weak ass twink arms. Like a lot of guys that live in Clinton Hill look like that. A lot of guys that live in Greenpoint look like that.
Yeah. And Bed-Stuy as well.
And you live in Bed-Stuy?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, well, yeah, I'm somewhere in between.
Bed-Stuy.
Till I die.
In LA, it's like, well, at least they have like nice homes.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Like when they're gentrifying and like I can like go visit their like really nice homes.
If you're going to gentrify, at least do it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least build a Saltburn style mansion with a hedge maze.
And like I appreciate the space that people have here.
Yeah.
What I also appreciate that I think has always pissed me off, but with age comes maybe wisdom or mellowing out. It's that time is different here. Literally, time moves differently here.
Slower.
And maybe it's because we've like kind of taken a more relaxed
approach.
You know, we're not done with our work here.
No.
And we have been working every day.
The thing we're out here to do has not happened yet.
Right. That's tonight in 2.5 hours.
What?
3 hours.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
All right. Enough time for in and out.
You can't do too much here. And that's because of the driving.
Yeah.
And I confirm this with like LA people, like, like you can only really do like one thing in the morning and one thing in the evening and then like one thing at night.
Truly.
Because like you drive there, you got to park, you do the thing and then you drive back and you got to park. I've had to cancel move so much shit around, both like for us and also like just personally. Cause it's like, well, I can't do that. Like there's literally like shit moves in like giant blocks here and you can't be spontaneous. You have to like have the plan and the plan like can't change. Otherwise it fucks up the rest of the day. So time moves in like larger blocks here. Mm-hmm. You know, and like you can't be as productive. And I think embracing that or understanding that has made me, you know, and so there's times where I'm just like, all right, well, I have 2.5 hours. I can't go do anything. I am just going to sit in my hotel room.
Yeah, you're just going to marinate.
Do work that I had been putting off or whatever.
Sure,
like,
which is not so bad, right?
Well, you're napping. I'm doing the work. But
hey! I've been doing a lot of work. I've been doing a lot of work.
Check out his blog.
Why do you got to say it like so demeaning?
Check out his menswear shit.
Check out his blog. It's an essay. It's an op-ed. Anyway, no, I'm with you. I think that, well, you know, it's nice to be that when you're the out-of-towner here. I love getting picked up by a friend, not because it's like, oh, I can save money, but it's like now we can spend some time in the car, get some fucking catch up, you know, time in the whip. Also, when you're, you know, because of people out here knowing that time moves slower and that they're, you know, the itinerary can change. A lot of people have been nice and have like come to us. I feel like we took a meeting here, which was great.
Well, people are like, oh, I'll save you the Uber. It's like, yeah, well, I'm driving the fucking big body Esco.
Yeah, but I don't mind.
I'm discovering the music that I was literally Friday night driving to my friend's place before the fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had this song stuck in my head for 2 weeks.
Outro music. Let's go. What is it?
And I'm literally like, and I tried like humming it into like Shazam and Google and like they couldn't find it. And I was just like, Stillness is the Move by Dirty Projectors.
Oh, we're so back, dude.
On my indie shit.
Can't wait for everyone to hear that in about fucking 30 seconds. Yeah, dude, it's been a good trip. And it's been fruitful. And we're happy to be here.
And I think that getting love from people, whether it's like at our event or like at Flog Gnaw or at like Silverlake Lounge.
Outside of El Russo Tacos. Not the El Russo #1.
Not the caked up man on crack cocaine.
No, he doesn't listen to podcasts.
No.
I don't think he has a phone.
His podcast
playing in his head. Yeah, there it is.
Just like us. But so the love has been really cool. And like, maybe that's just a function of the podcast itself, like the fact that it's been growing.
And you know, honestly, we're lucky that as much as we have maybe been unjustifiably rude to LA in our
it's so easy.
Years,
it's so easy to hate on LA.
Yeah.
LA does itself no favors. I'll say that.
Absolutely not. I was just gonna say it's awesome to still like see all those people, despite us shitting on maybe the place that is their chosen home or the place that they were born. They still pulled up on us, and we had a fucking great evening at Mohawk, and we're gonna see a bunch of people tonight at our fucking UGG live pod with Rizz.
You know what? The style maybe has been still trash, but I've seen some like flashes of brilliance here.
Yeah, just gotta give them some time. And again, just shop at Mohawk. That's all. Just go to it's
fucking easy.
Or Departamento.
There's one guy that's
not hard.
There's one guy. This last thing I'll say, and we'll get out of here. There's one guy. He showed up early to the party. He was one of the first attendees. He's like, "Yo, what's up?" I drove up from the OC. I'm like, "Oh, how far is that?" He's like, "1.5 hours." I'm like, "Jesus Christ, bro. Welcome. Don't have any beers because you got to drive home after this. But
consume Orion responsibly.
Yeah,
Orion.
He was like, yo, so like menswear is kind of a new thing to me. Like, how do you like? I was like, look around you, bro. Look around you. We created this.
There's menswear everywhere with those with eyes to see.
Literally just flip through the racks at Mohawk. And that's like, you'll get, speaking of masterclasses, you'll get a fucking masterclass education, like the reliable legacy labels, like the new up and comers, the under the radar, like Japanese shit, the, Scandi brands that we all know and love. Yeah. This has been another episode of The Only Podcast That Matters.
Oh, we didn't even talk about how bad the Delta One Lounge has already fucking fallen off, dude.
We haven't. Maybe we'll talk about it next time.
Okay. All right. Anyway, if you're flying Delta One, don't expect anything. It's a shit show now.
Yeah, just like every other lounge, which whatever. We'll talk about it next time. All right, Chef, take us out.